Hi, guys, and happy Saturday. It is Saturday. Hope you're having a beautiful day. We're having a weird day. Sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's sunny, but nothing could be weirder than yesterday because at 10:23 a.m. we had a 4.8 earthquake here, and it was intense. Like the first thing that comes to mind here is not earthquake. You know what I mean? So we were like, Elena was like, we were in the kitchen at Record King, and Elena was like, "What was that?" I said, "I don't know. Maybe it was the girls upstairs, running around with the dog, but it was crazy." And sure enough, right after that, our phone said 4.8 earthquake. And it was absolutely insane. And then, of course, everybody was talking about it. I called my mom from the Record King and I asked her, I said, "You feel the earthquake?" And she was like, "Oh, is that what that was?" She had no idea. She felt like an intense shaking. And then she ran downstairs to make sure that it wasn't her washing machine, like going over or something, Like you always think it's something in the house, because we're not, we don't get these things. In fact, that was the strongest earthquake that we've had since 1783. Wow. And then 6 o'clock last night, I was sitting here and my front window started to rattle, and my plant on top of the of my Dutch oven here, Dutch door, what do you call it? French door oven, started shaking. And I looked at Vaji because I wanted to see how it affected him, because all over the news, dogs were freaking out all over the place. But Vaji's like really old, so I don't know if it would affect him. I don't know if he was sleeping very deeply, he might not feel it. Because like a lot of times, if he's sleeping deeply and I walk in the front door, he doesn't hear me. It takes him a while, But that was an aftershock at 6 o'clock. It was like, wow. So it was a seismically active day. It was nuts. So it'll go down in the history books for sure. All right. The other day, when we talked about Rudolph and the thrift store and everything, I have to admit that I broke the cardinal rule of thrifting. And I am well aware of this rule. When you see it, you buy it, because it will not be there. And that afternoon, I did go back for him. And the thrift store was, remember how quiet it was when I was there filming? When I got back there, it was like swarming with people. And I went straight to the back. I went right by the stuff, and Rudy was gone. So I broke my own rule. I broke the cardinal rule of thrifting, and so somebody else has them. It's fine. All right. So Monday, we are supposed to have a solar eclipse sometime in the afternoon. So I'm looking forward to that. Like, we're not supposed to see it 100% here, but it should get dark. It should be kind of cool. And I'm looking forward to it. Again, I forgot to put my fireplace on, so let's do that. Because it really adds ambience, doesn't it? All right. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the eclipse. I want to see it. And what else? Tuesday is going to be 71 degrees. 71. You know what that means? I'm going outside. I'm going to start the yard cleanup because I am dying to do it. And if we hit 71 on Tuesday, that's going to feel great because it's been so cold here for so long that I am totally, totally ready. And I'll be out there. I'll pick up every branch. I will start to rake the leaves. I'll do whatever I have to. I mean, or whatever I can. And as long, depending on how long everything takes. And I decided not to mow the side lawn just yet, only because of the doves. And that might scare them. And the baby is probably going to be born any time now. And I don't want to scare them at all. So I'm just going to let that go for now. And I'll wait. What else? All right. First up, I'll talk about a couple of things I got from Temu because I got some really neat things. I got another one of these rat finks. I'm heavily into the rat fink. I grew up on it with all the hot rod guys in my family. But this one he's got black overalls with red writing. My other one is red overalls with yellow writing. But the original rat fink I did not get on Temu. I got it online and I paid a lot more. I'll put over here whatever he cost me. But this was way less than the other one. And it is exactly the same rat fink. So, and they have 3 different options, 3 different clothing colors. And one of them is the red and yellow. So that's probably exactly where he came from, where he was made. And I paid a lot more back in the day. But now we have him. He can hold a wrench. If you could find a miniature wrench, because that's what the rat fink was always holding. And he's got the hitchhiking hand that you can move around like that. Oh, so great. His arms move, his wrists move, his feet move. These are so great. And I love the rat fink. And this one has such great detail, doesn't it? Really cute. So I got him. I got a bunch of, this is like a banner for the Atomic Universe. I think there are 10 flags on the banner, but it's all Tibetan Buddhist flags. Really, really, really cool. So you have your hanging strings and you have your various flags. Everyone is different. And it's really cool. And I will be hanging these in the Atomic Universe. We got the blue. We got but everyone is different. We got the white. Oh, the red. Really pretty. They're really cool. There's a yellow one. They're really nice. And these will look really good. I had Tibetan flags once before, but of course the wind damaged them over time. So I got these new ones from Temu. Because, of course, Temu is so cheap. You can afford to get stuff for outside and not worry about it getting damaged and stuff. So, pretty excited about that. And then I got this. This is so cute. This is going to be a backdrop for the Aloha bar. And it is, it says Aloha, which is really fun. Here we go. I think this will look great back there. It says Aloha. Can you see it? Aloha. And it's got pineapples and flowers and, hibiscus. It's just really, really cool. Which way should I go? This way? Isn't that great? I can hang this as a backdrop because, well, first of all, we'll see how the beaded curtain has survived the winter. It looks okay, but I've seen some leaves from it, like around the yard, like from the wind. So we'll see. And I might just put this back there as our backdrop because I think it's beautiful. And it will look really nice there. So that was my Temu stuff. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and she was talking about all the Temu stuff she's buying for as decor for her new house, and because I turned her on to Temu. When I first sent her a Temu link, she was like, um, she texted me and she said, Did you really send me this, or is this spam?" I said, "No, I sent it to you." And once she got into it, she was worse than me, you know? So she loves it. All right. Um, this morning I was pulling out records that I couldn't get to quickly last week, and I wish that I did. But this morning I took the time and pulled all those boxes out, and I found some more um, break ins that I was looking, well, that I didn't know about, for the live we did the other day. And I did find Superfly Meets Shaft by John and Ernest. This one I told you I know I have it. I just couldn't find it. But I found it, so here it is. And then I have another one by John and Ernest, and this one was 1973. All right, Superfly Meets Shaft. I forget. It was the 70s also, of course. These are both on the Rainy Wednesday label. This is Soul President #1, John and Ernest, 1973 break-in. This one is all black music, soul music. Very, very fun. Very different kind of break-in. I really loved it. Then 1975, we have Right from the Shark's Jaws, the Jaws interview by Byron McNaughton and his All News Orchestra. Very fun, on the Jamie label. And the other side is called Jaws Jam by the Chief. Isn't that great? Really great. So these are ones I just I didn't find before the live, and I'm really happy I found them now, because now I can put them all together. And this is awesome, on the Satellite label, 1957, Outer Space Looters #1 and 2 by the Mad Martians. Look at that. This one is so great. The Mad Martians. It's really, really fun. Super fun. And then today I got one eBay thing I was waiting for, that I was actually waiting for that live. And that is Bionic Santa by Chris Hill. Very excited to finally get this. I'm also waiting for Rent a Santa, but this one came today, and I was very excited. This is 1976 UK break-in. So very, very exciting to me. Very, very happy about this. The other song on here is called "Ride On," and it might be something to do with Santa and his sleigh, because the Rent a Santa also has another Christmas song on it that most people never heard here, and I will definitely be playing it in Christmas shows coming up. All right. So let's see. All right. So yesterday was the Record King day. We had a fun day. We had a very fun day. There was a customer in visiting on vacation from Northern Ireland. So it was really fun to chat with him, tell him that I've been to Northern Ireland, loved it, and of all the places in the world, Ireland has the friendliest people on earth. On earth. We were there during the Troubles, and we would have, I think I told you the story before, there were armed military walking around behind us as we walked through the streets of Derry. And it was so unnerving to us as Americans, because we weren't used to that at all. It was so unnerving that we used to duck into pubs just so they weren't walking behind us with guns. And the people were so nice and so welcoming in the pubs that it was just wonderful, wonderful. So he was leaving today. He was going back to Ireland today, but he came to the store to get some records. He got a Status Quo and he got a Little Stephen and the Disciples of Soul. And I told him, that is a great album and you are going to love it. So he bought it. And of course, Status Quo, which is Status Quo, very big in England. You know, you don't see them much here in this country. He was even saying that. You don't see their records. Everywhere that he went to buy records, he didn't see any Status Quo. And he saw it by us, and he was very, very excited. We also hung out with our new friend, Dave. And we were saying that Dave and Joe really need to meet each other because they probably have a ton in common, because Joe is a retired U.S. Marshal and Dave is a retired what do you call it, county officer, police officer. So these guys would probably have a lot in common, you know. Dave is also a Navy lieutenant or sergeant. You know, he's a big guy. He trains the guys. And we had a lot of fun with him. And I took some footage of the afternoon. He was there. Bob was there. Peter was there. Me, Craig, and Elena, we were all there in the morning. And then Bob had to leave. Peter left. And then Dave came in. So what I have footage of is us chatting with Dave. And we had a very fun afternoon. So always fun to meet a new friend, new people that, you know, that are really nice and you enjoy talking to. So we had fun with him. A few weeks ago, Bob brought this in for me. It's a vintage Broadway toy parrot, right? And the day that he brought this for me, Tim brought his little boy, Tristan, in. And I said, well, Bob, why don't we, you know, give it to Tristan? That would be really cute. He'd probably love it. Well, Tristan didn't want it. He was like, he was happier with like these grungy, dusty, old Beanie Babies that have been sitting in a box in the back of Record King for since the move and probably way before, you know. And he had an armful of them, and he wasn't interested in this beautiful parrot. So yesterday, finally, I said, you know what, I got to bring the parrot home because he's just going to sit here collecting dust. And he's such a beautiful thing, isn't he? And Bob said, you know, him and the rat can be friends. But he's beautiful. He's colorful. He's really solid stuffed. You know, I'm a big fan of plush. But this one is Broadway Toy Manufacturing Company, Brooklyn, New York. They're not in business anymore. But the years that they were in business is very difficult to pinpoint. And But I love him. Look at him. He's beautiful. Isn't he great? Thanks, Bob. I love my parrot. I love my Christmas things, and I love my parrot. So, from Craig, I got a couple of things. Now, he didn't find very much in the wild for me since last week, but somebody did come in selling 45s, and we pulled some stuff out of there, to save them. And first of all, we have the Haunted Mansion, Disneyland record and book. Walt Disney Haunted Mansion, beautiful little thing. Love these kind of records, especially the Haunted Mansion, because as horror fans, we love the Haunted Mansion. And this is beautiful. Hear the record, read the book, see the pictures. Beautiful stuff. Look at that. And then you got your famous ghosts here, and just a beautiful thing. Is there a year on here? No, but it is a Disneyland record. Beautiful. I got 2 picture sleeves from Craig. Beautiful picture sleeves. Look. The Monkees, I'm a Believer, and I'm Not Your Stepping Stone. Very nice picture sleeve. Perfect shape. So I grabbed it and put my own copy of I'm Not Your Stepping Stone in there, and I'm a Believer. So, beautiful thing. And then this beautiful picture sleeve, the Monkees, Pleasant Valley Sunday, and Words. So I put my own copy of that in there, because this was just a sleeve again. This was in the little 45 box that came in. And some of those were beautiful. But some of the records that were in that box were covered with mud. Or something. We couldn't figure it out. But some of them were pretty clean and just needed a little dust off. And so I got Twist and Shout by the Shangri-Las, because while I was pulling those records this morning to find the missing, I was looking for the missing break-ins. I was also looking for this 45 to put in that sleeve. The other one I have like a bunch of copies, but I was looking for the 45 to put in there, and I found a big handful more of Beatles records. So in the Beatle case, I'm also putting unique covers of Beatles songs, and this one is one, Twist and Shout by the Shangri-Las. Very, very fun. So that'll go in that box. Okay, this one here, Over the Rainbow by the Del Vikings. I love the song. This is the collectible label, which I normally don't collect, but look at the color of it. I said, yeah, this is so pretty. And Over the Rainbow, do-up version, so great. So great. All right, I already have the original label on that one, but I like it on the red. It's beautiful. All right, I got Green Tambourine Lemon Pipers. Of course I have it, but look at this different weird Buddha label. So I wanted the different Buddha label because we're so used to the other one. So I grabbed this for that because one of my favorite songs. Love that song. Beautiful shape. We got Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead by the Fifth Estate on Jubilee. Another one that I absolutely love. This is a crazy song. I love it. Yes, and it is Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead that you're the one you're thinking of. That's it. Got a beautiful copy of Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. Of course, the Exorcist theme from The Exorcist. Beautiful stuff. We got a really nice copy of Crystal Blue Persuasion, Tommy James and the Shondells. I love this song. It's you play this loud on a really good stereo, and the sound quality is remarkable on this record. Can't say enough about it. Got a great copy of Wipeout by the Safaris on Dot. And Craig found me this. This is on Roulette. It's a Christmas song that I've never heard. So most of you probably haven't heard it either. Craig never heard it either. It's The Christmas Story by Steve Rossi and The Night Before Christmas, Steve Rossi. But both of them, they're not stories, they're not spoken word, they are songs. So how fun. You know how excited I get when I find a Christmas song that I've never heard before. And Craig knows that. So here we go. We have one. I said very strange that it's on Roulette. I don't know. Because the style of music that it is, I would not think it would be Roulette's thing. But we had fun with it anyway. So that was Timu. That was the break-ins that I found after the fact, after the live. That was the one I got on eBay. My beautiful parrot from Bob. And some great new stuff from Record King. And a little bit of a hangout at Record King yesterday afternoon after the earthquake. After the earthquake, which actually freaked Elena out pretty much because she doesn't recall ever feeling one before. We had a pretty big one a while back, and I remember that one you could actually feel it move across the floor of your house. It was freaky. You just sat still for a minute and just felt it travel along the ground. But that wasn't as big as this one. This one was huge. If you look on YouTube and you look up earthquake like hits New Jersey or whatever, you're gonna see people's security cameras and stuff showing major massive shaking. And after I found out it was an earthquake, I got really nervous because Vaji was home alone, and there was only one thing that fell. Only one thing was on the floor, and that was my Edison cylinder reamer. And because sometimes the old cylinders don't fit on the spindle and you have to ream them ever so slightly. So this is like a stick-like thing that has a little bit of very soft sandpaper, and you just ream the inside a little bit. That fell off the Edison cabinet onto the floor. That's the only thing. I looked all around, and that's the only thing that actually fell down. Even as far as I could see, my pictures were all, nothing was askew, But some of the shaking videos that we saw, we were like, wow. And dogs were flipping. And I didn't get to ask my neighbor yet if the security cameras shook. But I'll find out because we have security cameras all around outside. So it was pretty cool. It was kind of I'm saying that Mother Nature is not a happy camper. She's not happy about what people are doing to the world. She's not only Mother Nature, but the evil that's in the world. God is telling us, like, look, plague, pestilence, war, natural disasters, they're all coming our way. I remember when COVID hit, a lot of people were thinking that, okay, all right, here's plague, so the end times are coming, and it's just a crazy, crazy time. You can look into Revelation to see great similarities, but like I said, to me, that doesn't scare me, because I'm already old, but I feel bad for the kids coming up. But you know what? A lot of the kids, they don't give a crap about the earth, and that's a big problem. Because the other day, there was a kid down the street having a birthday party. It was on a weekday. It was in the afternoon, but her friends were sitting in the street, on the ground, eating food. And what did they do? They left their cups, they left their plates, they left their utensils, they left it in the street. Nothing pisses me off more than that. When you're a young person and you litter, what are you thinking? You know, it's like, what are you thinking? You have to keep this world going for yourselves. And I am the kind of person that goes out in the street and picks it up because I can't stand seeing it there. The wind is going to blow it. It's going to wind up in my bushes, and then I'm going to be really pissed. So I never leave garbage laying around. I can't stand it. So these disrespectful little mother freaking brats left their garbage on our street. Kids that don't even live here. You know what? Go back to your wherever the frig you come from, and because my neighbor had it on security cameras. You know, so I don't like that. What is wrong? We would never do that when we were kids, ever. We were raised a different way. You know what I mean? We never littered. We never would throw garbage around in front of on someone else's street. Nothing like that. I don't know. It's a different world, isn't it? All right, that's enough of me ranting. I hope you guys are having a magical, mystical, musical Saturday. Comment, subscribe, spread the love. All you need is love. Tink merch below. Radio Tink podcast link below. Patreon link below. Become an Inner Circle member. I would love to have you there. Until next time, remember, in a black and white world, be a Technicolor person and spread the love everywhere. I will see you all next time. I love you so very much. Tuesday, hopefully we get in the yard. Maybe I'll take you along with me. We can have some fun cleaning up. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful weekend.